I'm gonna be honest, Brazil is not the kind of place where you wander around with your expensive cameras peacefully. With a 51% Gini index, Brazil is among the most unequal countries in the world. And unfortunately, such gap brings violence and criminality. But don't get me wrong, this doesn't mean you should be afraid of going for a film shoot in Brazil. Most touristic places are safe, and you can dramatically lower your chances of getting into an unpleasant situation by following a few simple rules. Hey guys, I don't mean to interrupt, but before this guy tells you how to explore the world safely, I just wanted to introduce the sponsor of this video, which is a tool to browse the web safely, so kind of makes sense. This making of is brought to you by NordVPN. For those who don't know what a VPN is, it basically is a tool that secures your computer's internet connection to guarantee that all of the data you're sending and receiving is encrypted and secured. And this is very useful when you travel for several reasons. First, public Wi-Fis. These are very convenient, but also a great way for a hacker to steal data from you. So by using NordVPN, you make sure no one is snooping in on your connection. Second, NordVPN is also a great way to get the best hotel deals, since prices can change depending on which country you're booking from. Third, a VPN is the only way to watch location-restricted content on Netflix or your favorite channels. And last, a VPN is actually necessary to bypass internet censorship in some countries like China or Iran, for instance. And now, let's get back to the video. My first advice is to back up your footage every time you get a chance and keep your hard drive in a different location so that if you get robbed, you don't lose all your work. Second, if you are two or more, try and always have one of you on the lookout. Robbers usually attack people who are distracted, so by doing that, you highly reduce your chances of getting robbed. Third, it's pretty obvious, but always keep your camera strap around your neck or tied to your wrist. Last, I know it's cool to wander around with no plan, but before you go somewhere, it's always better to ask for information to a local so that you know where you should not go, where you should be more careful, and the possible dangers. But then again, nothing happened to us just like most tourists, and Lancelot only got scared once during the trip.
Bon Lancelot, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé là? T'as voulu aller aux toilettes?
Après l'arrivée, histoire de décompresser avant la petite marche, j'ai voulu aller aux toilettes. Normalement je suis pas une pipette mais
Montre-nous, montre-nous. Ah, parce que pour vous expliquer, en gros, on vient d'arriver à Iguaçu, donc c'est assez, voilà, il y a pas mal de nature et voilà, petite surprise à côté des toilettes. Pour comparer la taille, vas-y, mets ton pied à côté.
Oh putain.
C'est vrai qu'elle est
énorme.
Ouais. Bon, ça va, il y a pire, mais tu t'en charges du coup?
Ouais. Je vais inaugurer mes chaussures.
Ah non, par contre, tu la butes pas. Hein.
Si.
Ah non, on respecte la nature.
Ah non, tu t'en charges alors.
Allez, je m'en charge. Ah oui, elle est quand même...
Attends.
Elle a pas l'air très vivante, si?
Ah si, elle est bien vivante.
Elle est complètement vivante. Hein. Non mais viens là, je te veux pas de mal. Non. Je te veux pas de mal, je te dis. Je veux juste que tu sortes. Oh la vache. Allez. Bah attends, voilà.
Ah
Okay. Attention, elle vient vers toi. Allez. Non, par contre là tu prends pas le bon chemin, j'aime pas beaucoup.
Hop, attends. Attends.
Hop. Allez. Ciao.
Oh la vache! C'est impressionnant. Pourtant j'ai vu le chute du Niagara. pouvoir tester la RX02 en milieu humide. J'ai rangé tout le matos dans le sac. Oh la vache! Oh, oh.
Et là-bas, c'est la douche.
Il est 7h, on vient de se lever et là on lance le drone pour voir un peu ce que ça donne, parce que normalement ils annoncent un gros orage toute la journée, mais là il y a probablement une petite éclaircie ce matin. Et avec le brouillard et la lumière du lever de soleil, ça devrait être pas mal.
The day after, we decided to head to the Argentinian side of the Iguazu Falls. First, you need to cross the Brazilian side of the border. Then, a bus takes you to the Argentinian border control. Once you get the stamp on your passport, you're finally headed to Parque Nacional Iguazu. Bon, heureusement qu'on a le RX qui est étanche, parce que sinon je sais pas à quoi on pourrait filmer. Là vraiment, j'ai rarement eu des conditions aussi compliquées. Bon, en fait on a beaucoup de chance parce que le soleil est de retour, il a arrêté de pleuvoir juste au moment où on arrive devant les cascades. Et je peux vous dire que c'est incroyable. So Lancelot is trying to get a long exposure shot of the falls. I guess it could look quite awesome, but it's quite hard because there is some like drops of water coming up this way. How does it look?